scrapped plans for CM Punk's WWE return have been revealed, plus the reason for Jade Cargill's WWE TV absence. And we have an update on a major star's future following Survivor Series. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. Oh, there's a lot of Punk news. We talked about loads of it.
CM Punk is very nice.
I am a chair. We talked a lot about Punk in video 1. You can check that out there. But a little bit more to let you know about here, including some plans that were scrapped for his WWE comeback. Fightful Select saying that CM Punk was originally going to be listed as a free agent, so he could bounce between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT as and where he wished.
Like come Tuesday it does.
Yes.
He's officially a free agent, I believe, still.
CM come Tuesday.
A cum magnet Punk. Is that the way?
That tasted bad coming out of my mouth.
Better than going in.
Whoa, he's done it. However, a creative change has said that CM Punk will primarily be kept on Monday Night Raw instead. This doesn't obviously rule out the occasional guest trip to NXT. Like, imagine the NXT arena.
The shed.
Imagine the shed exploding if Punk was to walk
in. The roof would literally fall off. There's only so many nails in the shed's roof, and they'd all come popping off if CM Punk turned up.
It's not like seeing Doctor Who over the weekend. I like to think that the NXT shed is like a TARDIS, in the sense that you just walk into like a little police box, and you go in, and it's massive inside. So it doesn't rule out Punk popping in to the NXT shed, nor does it, rule out like a dark match on SmackDown or whatever. Certainly in the run up to Mania, I imagine he'll bounce a bit more between all three. But he's a Raw guy going forward. He's on the Raw roster.
Yeah, but it's slack, isn't it? Like, for example, in the build-up to Survivor Series, we saw Cody Rhodes rocking up on SmackDown. So even if they are a Monday Night Raw superstar, you can just go wherever you fancy, can't you?
Yeah.
Becky Lynch is on NXT from time to time over the past couple of months.
You can float as and where. A lot of people asking whether Vince McMahon was involved in CM Punk's returning.
No! Is what he said.
That is the fundamental answer. The Observer saying that Paul Levesque and Nick Khan signed off on Punk's return and were very much the inner circle of people, not that one, that knew about CM Punk coming back. Vince McMahon, as we reported a little while ago, actually shot down the chance to bring Punk back in 2019.
Yeah.
When he ended up going to, because Fox were like, hey, get that guy over here, he's good. But it's like, no, damn it.
Yeah, but people grow and change over 10 years, as Triple H like to say.
I'd hope so. I don't think I'm a slightly different person to the one I was 10 years ago.
But it's CM Punk, though, because, that all happened 2 months ago. All that stuff, didn't it? That stuff.
They're hoping for a 10-year change following 2 months. We'll see how that one goes. When it comes to what CM Punk's going to be doing on Monday Night Raw, obviously Seth feels like the end game, but there's somebody else in play here.
Yes, Fightful are saying the existing storyline with Shinsuke Nakamura could be where CM Punk is going to go. They say regarding any references on TV or Shinsuke Nakamura, who has been making enigmatic comments about somebody returning for a while. Punk was not planned to be brought in when those started, though the angle could certainly change, I think it's going to say, in the next line. I'm trying to predict the future. It could be adjusted to get Punk basically in the storyline. It wasn't the original plan. There aren't many people who know what Nakamura's current program is. What does that mean?
Well, obviously there's no one that knows who the person that Nakamura is alluding to is. That's a very close circle as well. Because Nakamura's been teasing that somebody's coming in, somebody's on their way, and there's the option there to retrofit it to be CM Punk.
Yeah.
But they might have somebody else in mind.
Who? Bob Holly?
I like the idea of Julia coming in via Shinsuke Nakamura, or
for a fight.
No, but not for a fight. Maybe Pie in the Sky. I mean, you could bring in Nakamura. You could bring in as a Pie in the Sky Okada. I know. It's really.
I think I saw Aiden saying his contract's up next year, isn't it?
You know what? They've just brought CM Punk back.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen to the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
Live reactions to Raw tonight are gonna be ones to watch. Adam Pacitti is gonna be watching Raw with you at youtube.com/cultaholic/live. I think this is possibly gonna be the highest rated episode of Raw in a long time.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I hope the plans don't get leaked before the show, because that was the main takeaway for me from the weekend, is how WWE kept it so tight that nobody knew for sure. And when he came out, I don't know what.
Good
It's just one of them, wasn't it? Oh!
Just nice to be surprised.
Yeah, you don't get it too often these days, do you?
Not in our line of work, where our job is to sort of, sift through bins and go, whoa, I think I found this note from Raw. Like, it's lovely to wake up and go, whoa, that's a lovely day.
And I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. Yes, I am.
Are you just you're not going to watch it all night?
Nope, up the inner circle. Keep it all locked, tight-lipped, all that sort of stuff.
Another big signing for WWE recently was, of course, Jade Cargill, lest we forget, because she hasn't been on TV in a while. Triple H addressed the status of Jade Cargill during the Survivor Series media scrum, and he seems to, see what you think about this, whether I'm reading too much between the lines, he seems to put some of the blame and seems to make a bit of a partial dig on her training at AEW.
I find it, didn't she get trained at the Nightmare Factory?
Yes.
Who is in charge of said factory?
That would be Quentin Tarantino Marshall.
And...
Cody Rhodes.
Yes, this is going to be interesting. He says, when she came in, we talked about her development and where she would land. But where the development was, at no fault of her own, I think she was limited in that. I have no less belief in her now than I did when she signed with the company. I want to make sure whatever is thrown at Jade Cargill, she's ready. People are understanding and waiting, and they're excited for her to come. And when she does, it's going to be massive. Sorry.
I just think we're just making sure that she's ready. I don't want a pitch to get thrown at her that she's never seen before. I want, no matter what the pitch is like, for her to crack that thing out of the park. You can just see it in her. That's the presence she has. That's the star she is. You've yet to see her do anything in WWE, and yet I could probably name 5-10 people here where you go, well, that's a dream match, without her doing a thing. So I'm in no rush. It's so difficult transcribing Triple H because he doesn't let the fact that he's halfway through one sentence deter him from starting another. It's quite a skill.
It's like he's got like a fire engine crew inside of his brain. So when the fire engine crew sense that he's going to say something that might be construed in certain ways by arseholes like us on the internet, they put out the fire. And then he goes a different direction to try and throw us off the scent.
Thing is, like, you said fire crew, and I don't know why. I was shoveling coal.
We're not on a train. I mean, the fire engines, Nino, put out the fire.
They put out the fires.
Not put coal onto the fire to make it bigger.
Don't put coal on the fire. Who will Corey Graves talk to? Let's end on this bit. It's off our notes, so I'm going to busk this one. Ooh. So, Survivor Series saw, obviously, the return of Randy Orton. Oh my God, he looked massive.
He did look massive.
Pop was incredible.
Yep.
It felt like a real superstar return.
And he looked like he hadn't lost a step.
He looked like he was loving life.
He did that weird thing when he did the draping DDT. I don't know what he said quite. That's exactly what he said.
He just
floppy dobby dob dob DDT.
It was like he just arrived at the house party.
Yeah,
he was having a great day, and so a lot of question marks over sort of, have we got Randy Orton for a good time or a long time? And as Randy Orton left the arena, a fan caught a nice little video of Orton leaving. As after Punk had gone, all the others had gone, he looks out to the crowd and he gives us a little bit old Ty Dillinger, and he does this, and he says 10 more years. And then leaves.
How old is he now?
He's 43.
And his back was
42,
just completely reconstructed over the past year.
He reckons he's got a decade in him.
Why not? If the schedule's right, why not? We've seen it happen before.
Randall Keith, as well as CM Punk, confirmed for Monday Night Raw tonight. You can watch it with Adam Pacitti at youtube.com/cultaholic/live. What is in store on Hold and Give today, Ross?
A live EAFC stream at about 9 p.m. GMT-alicious.
Do you find it difficult to not say FIFA?
Yes, I really do. Especially when it's EAFC 24 instead of just FIFA. But 9 o'clock on the Hold and Give YouTube channel.
On the podcast feed right now, how's this for a forbidden door? I had a lovely chat with Les Battersby from Coronation Street yesterday.
Didn't, Tom. It's a lie. It's a fallacy what you're saying there. Les Battersby's not sitting there talking about wrestling.
He is, mate. Bruce Jones, the guy who plays Les Battersby, joins myself and Shotty Horror from Soft Pro ahead of, and this is a weird sentence, Les Battersby's wrestling debut.
To be fair, if Les and Janice got in the ring, they'd win all the gold all the time. Get a picture of Janice on there. What a terrifying woman.
Up the Janice. Corey fans and wrestling fans are perfectly served on the Cultaholic podcast feed. You can watch the interview on the Patreon as well. Find out which Corey character Les Battersby wants a match with.
Oh, well, going back in day, we have to probably say Norris, the little poo stirring.
You'll have to find out by listening to the podcast and watching it on the Patreon.
Way aye.
And for the latest wrestling news, check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you.
10 more years of Randy Orton. Maybe Les Battersby will end his career. I don't know what we're doing.